James, do you know when I was 16 years old, I wrote a list of everything I wanted in life?
Oh, a list. What was on it?
Fame, money, a big house, people knowing my name. I wanted to be important. I wanted everyone to look at me and think, wow, she made it.
Very ambitious 16-year-old Emma.
Very ambitious and very confused because I had no idea how any of those things actually happened. I just knew I wanted them.
And now, years later?
Now, I have achieved some things on that list, and some things I have completely crossed off. And the things I actually achieved did not come from the way I imagined at 16.
How did they come?
Slowly, quietly, through small daily choices that felt boring at the time, not through dramatic moments or lucky breaks.
And the things you crossed off?
The things I realized I did not actually want. I just thought I was supposed to want them.
That is a very different kind of achievement, honestly. Knowing what you do not want.
Sometimes the hardest kind. And that is exactly what we are talking about today.
Welcome to Mr. English Podcast.
Your warm, friendly, and completely real place to practice easy English every single day.
I am James.
And I'm Emma. And today we are talking about how to achieve anything in life. Success, fame, respect, and everything in between. What actually helps, what you need to take care of, and what you should completely ignore. All in very simple, easy, everyday English. So if you're a beginner learner, you're in exactly the right place.
And if this episode feels helpful, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast right now.
And share it with one person who has big dreams, but is not sure how to reach them.
That person is out there, and they need this conversation today. Let us begin. Emma, let us start with a very honest question. Is it actually possible to achieve anything you want in life?
Ooh, I love this question, because the answer is not simple.
Give me the honest version.
The honest version is this. You can achieve far more than you currently believe is possible, but you probably cannot achieve everything you can imagine.
And that's okay?
That is more than okay. That's actually freeing, because when you stop trying to achieve everything, you can focus your energy on the things that truly matter to you.
So the first step to achieving something is deciding what you actually want. Not what looks impressive, not what other people want for you.
What you genuinely want, deep down, when nobody is watching and nobody is judging.
And that's harder than it sounds.
Much harder, because we're surrounded by messages about what success looks like. Big car, famous name, millions of followers.
Right. And if you don't actually want those things, but you think you should, you'll spend years chasing something that won't make you happy when you catch it.
I've seen this happen to real people. Someone achieves the big goal, gets the promotion, gets the attention, and then sits there feeling empty.
Really? After achieving the thing they wanted?
After achieving the thing they thought they wanted, because the goal was never really theirs.
No, it was borrowed.
Borrowed from society, from family expectations, from social media. And borrowed goals do not satisfy you when you reach them.
That's actually kind of sad when you think about it.
It is. So, step one is clarity, knowing what you actually want. Deep, honest clarity. And that takes real time and real honesty with yourself.
Okay. So you know what you want. What comes next?
The part nobody wants to hear about.
I can already feel the discomfort coming.
Consistent daily work. Not exciting work, not dramatic work. Boring, repetitive, quiet work.
The unglamorous middle.
The very unglamorous middle. Because everyone loves the beginning, the excitement of starting something new. And everyone loves the end, the celebration, the achievement, the moment everyone claps.
But the middle is where almost all of the actual work happens.
And the middle is long and quiet and often lonely, and nobody is clapping during the middle.
Nobody is clapping. That is painfully true.
I experienced this when I was trying to build a specific skill a few years ago. The first month was exciting. Everything was new.
And then?
Months 2 through 8 were just the same thing every day. Practice, repeat, small improvement, repeat again. No applause, no visible progress to anyone else.
And did you almost quit?
Multiple times. I almost quit at least 4 times during that period.
What kept you going?
Honestly, I made a deal with myself. I said, I won't quit during the boring part. If I still want to quit when things get interesting again, I'll reconsider.
Oh, that's clever. And did you quit when things got interesting?
I did not. Because by the time things got interesting again, I had built enough skill that the work felt rewarding.
So you survived the middle, and the middle rewarded you.
The middle always rewards the people who stay in it.
Let's talk about something specific, respect. Because I think respect is one of the most
Misunderstood how?
misunderstood forms
People
of
think
achievement.
respect comes from power, or from money, or from being loud and demanding it.
And does it?
Sometimes you get fear that looks like respect, but real respect is different.
What creates real respect?
3 things: consistency, integrity, and how you treat people who cannot help you.
That last one is powerful.
It is the most powerful test of character. How do you treat the waiter, the cleaner, the person who has nothing to offer you professionally?
And people notice this.
People notice everything, and the person who is kind to the CEO and rude to the assistant is not respected. They're tolerated.
Tolerated means people put up with you but do not genuinely admire you.
Yes, and there is a huge difference between being tolerated and being respected.
I once worked with someone who was very successful on paper. Big title, big salary.
And
And nobody in the office genuinely liked or respected them because they only paid attention to people above them. Everyone below them was invisible.
Oof, that is rough.
And when that person eventually left the company, nobody was sad.
Nobody?
Nobody. The office actually felt lighter, like a weight was gone.
So all the success on paper did not produce the respect they probably thought they had.
Respect is earned through behavior, not through position.
And it takes years to build and seconds to destroy.
Seconds. That's the painful part.
What about fame? Because many people dream of being famous.
Fame is interesting because it's the most visible form of achievement and often the least satisfying.
Why least satisfying?
Because fame is about other people's attention, and other people's attention is not something you can control.
So you're building your sense of achievement on something unstable.
Very unstable. One day people love you, the next day they forget you, or they turn against you.
And if your identity depends on that attention, you are in a very fragile position.
Fragile means easily broken.
Yes. And I've observed this in people who achieved moderate fame, not huge celebrity, just local recognition.
What did you observe?
At first, it was exciting. People recognized them. They felt special. But then the attention started to feel like pressure.
Pressure to maintain the image?
Exactly. They couldn't have a bad day in public. They couldn't make a mistake without people commenting on it. The fame that felt like a gift started to feel like a cage.
A cage made of other people's expectations. That's a very heavy image.
It is heavy. And the people who handled fame best were the ones who had a strong sense of self before the fame arrived.
They knew who they were without the attention, so the attention was just extra, not essential.
And the people who struggled most were the ones who needed the attention to feel valuable.
Because when the attention faded, even temporarily, they felt like they disappeared.
That's genuinely sad.
It is. So if someone wants fame, the healthy approach is to want it as a byproduct of doing something meaningful, not as the goal itself.
Do the meaningful work. If fame comes, wonderful. If it doesn't, the work still mattered.
That's a much more stable foundation for a life.
Emma, let's talk about the things you need to take care of if you want to achieve something real.
The foundations.
Yes, first thing to take care of, your health, physical and mental.
This sounds basic, but it's not optional.
Not at all. I've seen incredibly talented people destroy their achievements because they neglected their health in pursuit of their goals.
They worked so hard that their body broke down.
Or their mind broke down. Burnout, anxiety, exhaustion, and then they couldn't continue the work that was building their success.
So the achievement collapsed because the person carrying it collapsed.
Exactly that. You are the vehicle for your dreams. If the vehicle breaks down, the journey stops.
Simple and true. Sleep well, eat reasonably, move your body, take care of your mind.
These are not distractions from your goals, they are requirements for your goals.
Second thing to take care of.
Your relationships, the real ones.
Not networking connections, real human relationships.
Yes, the people who knew you before you were successful. The people who will still be there if everything falls apart.
And why do relationships matter for achievement?
Because the journey is long and difficult, and you can't do it alone. You need people who support you honestly, not people who just want to be near your success.
There's a big difference between those two groups.
Enormous. And when you achieve something big, the second group grows very fast, and the first group can quietly disappear if you don't protect it.
So take care of the real relationships actively. Call those people, spend time with them. Don't let success create distance.
Because success without real connection is a very lonely place.
I've heard that from people who have reached the top of their field. Almost all of them say the same thing.
I wish I had spent more
do
time
they
with the
say?
people I love and less time chasing the next achievement.
That is the most common regret of successful people, and it is completely preventable.
Completely.
Third thing to take care of, you're learning.
Never stop growing.
The moment you think you have arrived, you start to decline.
That is harsh but true, because the world keeps changing, and if you stop learning, you become irrelevant.
Irrelevant means no longer important or useful.
Yes. And the people who achieve lasting success are the ones who stay curious forever.
They read, they ask questions, they admit when they do not know something.
And admitting you do not know something is actually a sign of strength, not weakness.
Weak people pretend to know everything. Strong people are comfortable saying, I do not know, teach me.
And that openness keeps them growing long after others have stopped. Now let us talk about what to avoid, what to ignore, the things that will distract you or damage your progress.
First thing to avoid, other people's opinions about your timeline.
Oh yes, this one is everywhere.
You should be married by now. You should have a better job by now. You should be further along by now.
And the word should is the problem.
Because should implies there is one correct timeline for life, and there isn't.
Everyone's path is different. Some people achieve big things early. Some achieve them late. Some change direction entirely at 40 or 50.
And all of those paths are valid.
So when someone tells you that you are behind, they are measuring you against their timeline, not yours.
And their timeline is not your responsibility.
Ignore it. Politely, but completely.
Second thing to avoid, the comparison trap on social media.
We've talked about this before, but it's so important in the context of achievement.
Because social media shows you everyone's finished product, not their process.
You see the award, not the years of rejection before it.
You see the beautiful home, not the debt behind it.
You see the happy photo, not the difficult morning before it where they spilled coffee on their shirt.
The coffee spill that nobody posted about.
Exactly. And you compare your real, messy, complicated life to their carefully edited highlight.
And of course you feel behind, but you're comparing two completely different things.
So limit the comparison, or better, redirect it. Compare yourself to who you were last year. That's the only comparison that gives you useful information.
Third thing to avoid, the need for everyone to like you.
This is a big one.
Very big. Because if you try to achieve something meaningful, some people will not like what you are doing. Some people will criticize you. Some will doubt you. Some will actively try to discourage you.
And if you need everyone's approval, you'll stop, because the disapproval will hurt too much.
So the mindset shift is this. Not everyone has to understand your path. And that's okay.
The people who matter will support you. The people who don't understand will eventually move on.
And you can't control their reaction. You can only control your direction.
So let the disapproval exist without letting it steer you.
Feel it, acknowledge it, and keep walking your path.
Easier said than done, but absolutely necessary.
Fourth thing to avoid, perfectionism.
The silent dream killer.
Yes, because perfectionism sounds like a good quality. I want everything to be perfect.
But in practice, perfectionism means you never finish anything, because nothing is ever perfect enough to release.
The project stays in the drawer. The business never launches. The book never gets published. The song never gets shared.
Because it's not perfect yet. And it will never be perfect, because perfect doesn't exist.
Perfect does not exist. I wish someone had told me that years ago.
Me too. So the alternative is done, finished, out in the world. An imperfect thing that exists is infinitely more valuable than a perfect thing that only lives in your imagination.
So ship the imperfect work. Start the imperfect business. Have the imperfect conversation.
Done is better than perfect, always.
Always. Fifth thing to avoid. The belief that success will fix everything.
This is the most dangerous illusion.
The idea that once you achieve the big goal, all your problems will disappear. All your insecurities will vanish. All your relationships will become easy.
And it's not true. Success amplifies who you already are. It doesn't transform you into someone else.
If you are anxious before success, you'll be anxious after success, just with more resources.
If you're lonely before success, you'll be lonely after success, just with a bigger house.
That is a very quiet, very heavy truth.
It is. So the work of becoming a healthy, whole person is not something you do after you achieve your goals. It's something you do alongside your goals.
Achievement without
at the
inner
same
peace
time.
is just a more comfortable version of suffering.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody.
Emma, let me share one more real story about someone I knew who achieved something remarkable.
Please, I love real stories.
This person wanted to become a doctor, and they came from a family with very little money and very little educational background.
So the odds were against them.
Very much against them. And for years, people told them it was unrealistic, that they should choose something easier, something more practical.
And what did they do?
They ignored the noise. Not rudely, not aggressively, they just quietly kept going. They studied when others were resting. They asked for help when they did not understand. They failed exams and retook them.
They failed.
Multiple times. And each failure was painful, but they did not treat failure as a sign to stop.
They treated it as information.
Exactly. This did not work. What do I need to change? And they changed it and tried again.
And eventually?
Eventually, they became a doctor. And on the day they graduated, their family was there. And the people who had said it was unrealistic were also there. And they were quiet.
That is a beautiful image. I actually got a little emotional hearing that.
Me too, honestly. And the thing that struck me most was that this person did not become a doctor because they were the smartest person in the room. They became a doctor because they were the most persistent.
Persistence beat talent.
Persistence beat everything. And that is the real secret behind achieving anything.
Not genius, not luck, not connections.
Just not stopping.
Just not stopping.
Let me put everything together simply.
Yes, clear and practical.
How do you achieve something real in life? First, know what you actually want, not what you think you should want.
Second, commit to the boring, quiet daily work, the middle part that nobody sees.
Third, take care of your health, your real relationships, and your continuous learning.
Fourth, build respect through how you treat people, especially people who cannot help you.
And what should you avoid? Other people's timelines, social media comparison, the need for universal approval, perfectionism, and the illusion that success will fix your inner problems.
And above everything, do not stop. Persistence is the single most powerful force in achievement.
Not talent, not luck, not timing.
Just the quiet, stubborn decision to keep going when everything in you wants to quit.
That's the real secret, and it's available to everyone listening right now.
Starting today, starting with whatever you have, starting imperfectly,
But starting,
but starting. Okay, English learners, that's our episode for today, and we hope this felt real and warm and genuinely useful.
because these are not just ideas, these are real patterns we have observed in real people's lives, including our own.
Especially our own. We've made most of these mistakes personally.
Most of them, maybe all of them.
If this episode helped you or inspired you in any way, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast right now.
We're here every episode with real conversations about real things that matter in simple, clear English just for you.
And please share this episode with someone who has a big dream and needs to hear that it's possible.
Because sometimes one conversation is the thing that keeps someone going through the difficult middle.
And we genuinely want to hear from you. Leave us a comment.
Tell us, what is one thing you want to achieve in your life? And what's the biggest obstacle you're facing right now?
Or tell us about something you've already achieved that you're proud of, big or small. We want to celebrate it with you.
Seriously, tell us. We'll be happy for you.
Your words in English, however simple, are always welcome here. Always.
So, until next time, remember this.
You don't need to be the smartest person in the room.
You don't need to be the luckiest person in the room.
You just need to be the person who doesn't stop.
The one who keeps going when it gets quiet and boring and hard.
That person wins. Every time.
See you in the next episode, English learners. We're rooting for your dreams.
All of them. Bye for now.
Bye for now.